What's going on, everyone? It's Coach Ben here in the office. I want to take a second away from my check-in, just getting back to my clients right now, and film a quick video for you all on the reverse diet. So as I'm filming this currently, we're coming to the end of the Pro Physique Transformation Challenge, and a lot of my one-on-one guided coaching clients are pushing their diet hard, and after the challenge ends, they're going to be starting a reverse diet with me and continuing coaching with me. And for anyone who wants to maintain their progress, I wanted to give some practical tips and some takeaways. So regardless if you are my client or just in general, you want to maintain progress after a cut phase, a diet, however you want to word it, here are some takeaways that you really could benefit from. Okay, so recently Coach Delaney and myself made a video going over the reverse diet, laying out some broad kind of like a foundation, right? What it is, how to approach it, that sort of thing. Today I want to give you some specifics. So if you're like, Ben, I watched the last video, it makes a lot of sense, and I do want to do this. I want to maintain my progress by starting to bring my calories up and my cardio down a little bit. But what do I actually do? Like, can I have some specifics? And I will tell you that there are some hard contents I like to follow. It can be tough sometimes to give some very set in stone recommendations for a reverse or recovery diet when I'm not working with you one on one. But again, I want to dial things in a little bit more for you guys as you design your own plan. Okay, so let's get to it. If you're like, Ben, I want to bring my calories up, where in the world do I start? Okay, here is my general recommendation. If you are at between 1,000 and 1,500 calories, so on a low caloric intake end, and you want to start a reverse diet to maintain your progress, start off with a 25% increase in calories. Okay, so let's say you're having 1,500 calories. That would be an additional 375 calories in your day. Okay, this will likely not put you at your maintenance intake, because when you lose weight, you're in a calorie deficit. You're eating less than your maintenance intake, right? So let's say my maintenance is right here at 2,000. I'm having 1,500 calories and losing body fat. After 3 months of dieting, and you want to maintain progress, okay, great. Start your reverse at that 25% bump up, right? So that would be what's 375 plus 1,500, that's 1,875 calories. So I'm a little bit below maintenance. That's fine. The next week, add about 100 calories. And then each week after that, add 50 to 100. The goal during a reverse is to bring your hunger levels down, okay? Because if you're super hungry and hangry and craving food, it's going to be almost impossible to maintain your diligence and dedication to bringing those calories up in very small incremental amounts. It's important to add quite a few right at the beginning, okay? So we want to get those hunger levels down, get your energy up, get you feeling better. You as the athlete will be able to perform better in the gym, in your everyday life, when you have more calories in your system. Calories are a unit of energy. Remember that, okay? So we need energy to live, okay? So let's get those calories up. And then after you do that initial bump up, you can start to make smaller increases each week. If you're like, Ben, I am just extremely hungry, I feel like I'm going to break any minute now, okay, add a lot more calories right off the bat. But today, we're talking about the reverse. If you're like, Ben, I want to maintain as much leanness as possible, okay, we're going to gain a few pounds, but you're not going to gain all your body fat back. Not at all if you do what I say here, right? Just to be direct, right? So if you're at between 1,000 and 1,500 calories, add 25% of a calorie increase. If you're between 1,500 and 2,000, add 20%, make a 20% calorie bump up, okay? So if you are at, 2,000 calories, let's do the math, right? At 20% of 200, hey, that's 400 calories. That would bring you up to 2,400, right? So make that 20% increase, okay? If you're between 2,000 and 2,500, losing body fat in a deficit, add 15%, okay? If you're between 2,500 and 3,000 losing weight, number one, you're a unicorn. But if you are in this fine position, add a 10% increase. So the percentages get smaller because those calorie chunks are going to be bigger, right? 10% of 3,000 calories, right? That's 300, okay? And that's going to likely put you closer to a surplus, whereas, 10% for someone who's at 1,500 calories, adding 150 calories to your day right off the bat, that's like sneezing in the wind, right? Like I could look at a jar of peanut butter and now I've just had 150 calories, right? So it kind of depends where you are at. But I want to give you guys some specifics. So let's make those adjustments as you start your reverse, okay? If you would like further guidance as you go through your reverse dieting phase, I'm more than happy to work with you guys, okay? You can contact me anytime. I'm at ben@prophysique.com for a free coaching call. Okay, we can set up a consultation if you would like a one-on-one plan from me, and then we can work together to go from there. I do weekly check-ins with my clients. We do live phone calls periodically as well, pretty frequently, every couple of weeks with my clients. It's something I like to do. I really like to touch base. My experience from training athletes in person has allowed me to go, okay, yes, we are online, we have a check-in structure, but it really does help to touch base. And I touch base all the time with my in-person clients, right? So why not do that and take that to the online realm? This way, I can expand my reach to the local Tampa, Florida area, right, to worldwide. Okay, so anyway, that's it. If you have any questions, send me an email. You guys are awesome. You can crush this reverse diet phase. Let's get to work. Bye now.